Hi everybody, I'm Ian Walton from WRIN. We've put together a video for you for the fitting of our STR handle to the gunnerbow hook. The purpose of the video is to give you some instruction which pretty much is in line with our instruction sheet that's on our website. We hope it's informative for you. If you need any more information, please contact your local distributor, or you can come through us direct and we'll see if we can sort you out. Hope you enjoy the video. Thank you. Okay, to fit these handles on, you're obviously going to need a little bit of tooling. You'll need a couple of sockets of the appropriate size for the nut and the bolt. You'll need an Allen key or a socketed Allen key, either or. And if you're doing the job manually, you'll need a gimpy of some description, some sort of sledgehammer and a punch. And if you're going to do it pneumatically, well, then you'll need a set of fittings to go into your press appropriate to the bolt size. So our quest today is to fit both hydraulically and manually a handle to this BK 1820. The roll pin here is the important bit. We've got to knock that out, but we don't want to knock it right the way out. We don't want to do a latch replacement. We just want to put the handle on. So we line that all up and then we set ourselves up to press that out. So it's as simple as that really. We just want to press this out, probably 10 or so mil. We don't want to press it all the way through because we don't want to be replacing this latch or having to refit it again. So if we just push it that far through, and then we can grab our handle half. Okay, so the handle half, put the bolt in the little pilot hole that we've already made, and then away we go and we press the bolt down. So essentially, we've pressed the bolt in and pressed the roll pin out. And just back that off. And you can see now that we've got the bolt in there, and now we'll just transfer it over to the bench and we'll fit the other side. Okay, so next thing in is the trigger pin and the trigger. Now what we want to make sure is that the trigger actually fits up on top of the latch, just like that. And the next thing we do is we fit the handle half on. Excuse me, fit the nut. Roll it over. Fit the cap screws. Okay, we've just got to make sure that we've got some movement in that trigger, because that means that we've got clearance on the latch, and therefore the drop test will work okay. Check and make sure that it's working okay, no problems, and then we'll tighten everything up. Okay, so we've made sure that it works. Everything's good. It's all tight. We have several different ways of retaining that, retaining the screws and the bolts. Our customer wants it to put a tack weld on each one of those. You can use Loctite, or you can just leave it free.
Now I'm just going to show you how we put a handle on just using a bit of brute force. What we start with is just push the pin out a touch while using an old bolt, and I'm going to hit it a few times so it goes out about 10 mil or so. Okay, so and then it's protruding, not 10 mil, but it's enough. So what I'll do then is I'll get the left hand half of the handle and put it over the pin that's protruding, flick it back over, and then I'll put the pin in for the trigger in, again checking to make sure that it's above the latch, like so. Okay, so that's very important. Right hand half of the handle on, fit the set screws, do them up, but not on fully tightened. It's just to hold the handle halves in place. The idea of this demonstration is to show that you can fit it in the field. You don't have to have any pneumatic tools or anything, just need a reasonable size hammer, sledge, and an Allen key. And we'll put the pin into the recess where we've pushed the pin through a little bit. We'll put the bolt in there like so, and then I'm going to force this through. Okay, the pin's fallen out. Put this nut on. Just holding it tight, do a check, everything's working fine. Now we can proceed and do everything up tight. You can use, put Loctite on the threads before you put those in if you choose to use that as a form of securing your bolts and screws. Or you can tack weld these as we do here in Australia. Ensuring that this is done up as tight as you can get it. Working fine, good to go. As I say, tack weld or use Loctite.